Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Thursday, January 23rd, 2014. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts here. We're going to start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see the futures are trading lower this morning by about 5 points to 1833.5 per contract. They were a little bit lower, and in the overnight session, you could see back here last night around 10:30 in the evening, futures did crack the 1830 level to the downside. It looks like there was some news last night out of China. China PMI level below 50, which indicates contraction in their economy. Now, a lot of people are just saying, hey, this was holiday in January. There was a big part of the time where people were not working. They were taking holiday. So, again, a lot of spin doctors are coming out immediately to try to brush this off. But any way you slice it or dice it, the Chinese stock market has looked horrible with the exception of yesterday. Even last night, the market in the Shanghai did fall about 0.5%. So that is worth noting. The China news being released, and that is not bullish news. Anytime you go into a contractionary number, that is pretty weak, and we'll see what it prints next month. That's going to tell us a lot. But right now, that is the big news that you will hear about today. I think it's important, but a lot of the spin doctors out here are brushing it off as not a big deal. But either way we slice it or dice it, there are a lot of equities in motion. So just to go over Asia last night before we go any further, we did have the Nikkei 225 index down about 0.8%. The Hang Seng, which is Hong Kong, again, they're a little bit separate than the Chinese market. They were down 1.5% last night. And Singapore Straits Times down about 1%. It looks like the Indian Bombay Sensex index, I believe, scratched out a positive gain. Yeah, it was up almost 0.2%. Not quite, but almost there. So, again, that's the big news. In Europe today, markets are basically flat. You do have the German DAX down about 0.2%. The London FTSE 100, remember, England can print their own money. They're down about 0.1%, so not a big deal there. We'll see how this market plays out. We just had weekly jobless claims. It looks like they increased by 1,000, so that's basically a flat number. I don't know if we can make much out of it. That report, in my opinion, is really not that important anyway. All right, let's get right into the meat and potatoes of today's trading day. There's a lot of stocks out here in the news. First, we'll start off with Netflix. Netflix jumped, popped, whatever you want to call it, really soared and roared right off the bat yesterday after hours once they announced their earnings. Again, I don't know how good the earnings were, if they were even that good, but the market likes it. So the stock is up in a big way. Any way you slice it or dice it, the stock is soaring and roaring. I believe it's up about 17-18%. So Netflix, big move here. It's up about 56 points from the close yesterday. Yeah, it's roughly about 17%. So you could see it. I would not be buying it up here. I just think it's overbought. It's extended. Could it stay here today? Sure, it could. It could. 395 is a very good resistance level, maybe 396. But I just don't think there's much upside from this point on. So I don't think there's any reason to really jump on Netflix. I would not short it just because it's a strong gap up. But I would not be touching Netflix up here at these levels. Let's take a look at Western Digital. WDC is the ticker symbol. Disk drive maker, storage, all that good stuff. The stock closed at 88.08. It's trading at 86.94. So down a little bit here. I'm not seeing much I would do with Western Digital. I would not be a buyer here. It's very overcooked in my opinion. Doesn't mean it can't go higher. A level I would get interested in this stock is if it plummeted, maybe down around $80, possibly even 78.50. Those would be two day trading scalp levels. Now, just for those of you that don't know what a scalp is a very quick day trade. Means you'd be in the stock for maybe 10 to 30 minutes and you'd be out. A day trade itself, you could be in the stock all day. We like quick day trades, so we do like scalps. But I just want to differentiate the difference between a scalp and a day trade. It's just a very quick day trade where you're looking to take a little bite out of the market. You're not looking to hold for points and points. You're looking to take, basically pennies to dimes to quarters, and that's basically it. Let's take a look here at the next equity on my list here is eBay. eBay's got some involvement now from Carl Icahn. Carl Icahn saying he wants PayPal to be spinned off. We'll see what happens. You never know. Yesterday the stock closed at 54.41. Today it's trading at 55.50. I kind of see it staying in this range right here. I really don't see much upside on the stock. Maybe $55.75, $56. That would be about it. I don't really think there's much upside to eBay. If the stock did decline, I think you're probably looking at $51 as pretty good daily intraday support for a scalp trade. Okay, but right now I really don't think the stock's going to go much higher than 55.75. It should just hold up in that range. It's got the icon bid in under it, or put I should say, so the stock probably holds up. Let's take a look at SanDisk. SanDisk leading semi storage company. You see the products all over the place. Right now it's trading at $71. It closed at $73.82. Did trade a little bit higher yesterday, so that would still be the resistance level in my opinion, $74.50. SanDisk looks very attractive around the $68 level, possibly $67.70. So if you're aggressive, $68 is a level for you. If you want to be a little bit more conservative, I think you could look for a bounce play right around $67.70. So those are two levels I'm seeing for SanDisk. Keep them on the radar. This is the better, more conservative level, $67.70. Okay, if you're aggressive, $68. Let's take a look here at the next one, F5 Networks. I will have a gap level for this. So F5 is soaring and roaring today. It closed at $97.50. Now trading at $108.25. I have gap resistance levels for this one. Come on over to the chat room. They will be posted up by 9 a.m. I think we can get a play on this one today. So again, they'll be posted up at 9 o'clock. Let's see what it gives us. Let's take a look at McDonald's. McDonald's reporting earnings today. So we got a ton of stocks in the news. Stock is trading around $94.85. It closed at $94.88. So no movement. Do not buy McDonald's right now. I think the stock wants to come lower. My best bet level for McDonald's is $92.36. $92.36. I like that level today if McDonald's trades down there, and it very well could. All right, so keep that on the radar. $92.36 should be right around there. My next level for McDonald's will be $91.15. So I like it there too. These are two levels you can scalp the equity. Okay, don't own it forever. Just a quick bite out of the market. Okay, two levels for McDonald's. Union Pacific, leading railroad stock. Stock closed yesterday at $168.50. Today it is trading at $172. There is no play. I do not see anything to do with Union Pacific. In fact, the only level I like would be down at 161. So leave it alone. There's nothing to do there. United Continental Airways, okay, or Continental Holdings as they call it now. Basically United Airlines. Upside to 50. Got there this morning. Pulled back already. There's not much we could do with it now. If the stock does move higher, expect it to stall out around $50.25. Let's take a look at Southwest Airlines. LUV is the ticker symbol. Right now, pretty strong little move, 22.28. Stock has resistance at 22.60 to 22.75. There is no upside in this equity. So be careful there. Let's take a look at Lockheed Martin, major defense company. Stock's holding up pretty well today. Very good resistance around 162. I'm not sure it even gets there. Do not buy Lockheed Martin up here. Stock has gone parabolic. It is going to come under distribution very soon. Do not touch this one at these levels. Again, after a pullback or something, you can look at it again, but I would not be looking to buy Lockheed at all. It does have a little potential upside, I have to say, but I would not touch the equity at all with a 10-foot pole. Let's take a look at oil this morning. Light sweet crude at the moment is trading higher by 37 cents. Snowstorm in the Northeast yesterday. Natural gas is soaring and roaring today. Light sweet crude up 37 cents to 97.10 a barrel. People don't realize it, but oil prices have been moving higher. They have been moving higher. We're looking at the USO right here. You can see USO trading around 34.65. It has resistance around 35.78, intraday resistance only. Then it's all the way up to around 35 and a quarter. I wouldn't short oil right now. I'd leave it alone. It's still hanging in there, still doing okay. Weather is cold. Another snowstorm in the Northeast on its way this weekend. I would not be getting in front of oil on the short side. There can be pullbacks, so we'll watch for that. I believe at 10:30 or 11 o'clock we do have the oil inventory number, so that will come out. So oil could be a little bit volatile, but I have no desire to short it right now. Let's take a look at gold this morning. Gold is soaring and roaring, up 15.5 points to 1254 per ounce. Decent move. Let's take a look at the GLD, which is a good proxy for gold. And what you're going to see here, this is back up towards the 121 level. I ultimately think it's going to 122.50. And we all should know why by now. At least my listeners should know why gold is going up today. Very, very simple. Look at the dollar yen. Dollar yen goes downtown. Gold goes uptown. That's how it works. Okay, this is the relationship that's intact. You won't hear this on CNBC, but I'm telling you here right now, and I've been telling you every day for months and months and months. When the dollar yen goes lower, it means the yen is strengthening, and that helps gold prices. Okay, that will also hurt the stock market. So if dollar yen goes lower, guess what's going to suffer as well? Yeah, you got it. S&P 500 E-mini futures, which are now down 6.5 points. So again, keep that on the radar. Most important chart in the world is the dollar yen chart, bar none. Okay, because it's a big time carry trade. All the institutions are betting that the yen will continue to weaken. And what happens if that happens? They take that leverage money and they go out and buy stocks. They go out and buy futures. Okay, that's how it works. I think I covered everything in today's video. I know it may be a little bit long-winded. We're going to have some gap plays this morning in the chat room. They'll be posted up at 9 o'clock in the morning. So come on over and we'll see you on the charts.